Greetings, Sultanate of Oman. You're tuning in to your nation's station 90.4 Oman FM. And with me on the line today is Professor Raja Muzna, the professor at the Department of Instructional and Learning Technologies at the College of Education for the Sultan Qaboos University. Professor, welcome to the show. How are you feeling?
Thank you. I'm fine. Thank you very much.
Could you tell us more about the research project and its objectives? Any details regarding it?
All right. Our research is about researching on academic practice at Omani Higher Education Institutions through scholarship of teaching and learning, which I'm going to call SoTL, SoTL, and Open Education Resources, or OER. And our research project aims to promote the significance of scholarship of teaching and learning, or SoTL, and Open Educational Resources, which is OER, among the faculty members in higher education institutions in Oman. And just a little bit more about SoTL. It involves conducting research on one's own teaching practices with the objective of enhancing the learning experience for students. By engaging in SoTL, faculty members have the opportunity to refine and improve their teaching methods through evidence-based research. So one of the main objectives of our project is to empower faculty members to develop their teaching skills and positively impact student learning outcomes. So by conducting research on their own teaching practices, faculty members can identify effective instructional strategies and pedagogical approaches that resonate with their students. Furthermore, integrating OER technology into their teaching methodologies allows for the utilization of freely available educational resources, thereby enhancing accessibility and affordability for students. In essence, our project encourages faculty members to expand their focus beyond disciplinary research and prioritize the development of their teaching practices. So by embracing SoTL and integrating OER technology, faculty members can enhance their teaching effectiveness and foster a more innovative, engaging, and inclusive learning environment for their students.
That is lovely.
Yeah, I know that's a long one.
And what are the main findings of the research project?
Some of the findings that we have has shed light on the current state of awareness and practices regarding scholarship of teaching and learning, and also the application or the utilization of OER among faculty in higher education institutions. Firstly, the research reveals a significant lack of awareness among higher education faculty regarding the concepts of SoTL and OER. Many of our faculty members are not familiar with the principles and benefits associated with conducting research on their teaching practices, which is SoTL, or leveraging freely available educational resources to enhance their teaching. And furthermore, our findings also emphasize the pressing need for comprehensive professional development programs tailored to address these awareness gaps. So these programs should be designed to provide faculty members with the necessary training, mentoring, coaching, and opportunities for collaboration within a community of practice. So such initiatives will empower faculty members to actively engage in SoTL and effectively integrate OER in their teaching methodologies. So by addressing the lack of awareness and offering targeted professional development, higher education institutions can foster a culture of continuous improvement in teaching practices. The research findings also highlight the importance of supporting faculty members in their journey towards adopting SoTL and OER, ultimately enhancing the quality of education and student learning outcomes. That's our findings.
And did you face any challenges when you were conducting this study?
Yes, indeed, we faced challenges because of the COVID-19, and the research was between 2020 and 2022, so right smack at the beginning of COVID and the end of COVID. So during that time, we were not able to carry out the research as we planned. But of course, we tried to find ways and means to carry out the research as much as we can during that time.
And how did you apply the findings of the research projects in real life?
Well, there are several things that we have done in the real-life setting, and we have various initiatives aimed at disseminating and implementing the research outcomes. Here's some of the examples that we have turned into practical applications. One of them is training programs. We have developed and conducted several training programs designed to be delivered, or we have delivered them face-to-face and also blended and also fully online. And we also developed an online SoTL module, which is a fully online. This is to help reach a wider audience beyond those who could attend face-to-face training. So we developed this online SoTL module, and it is accessible through an online platform hosted by SQU. And this allows faculty members to access resources, instructional materials, and interactive activities at their convenience. And our online module served as a flexible and scalable means of disseminating SoTL's concepts and guiding faculty members in incorporating research-based teaching practices. And we have also conducted several OER workshops for the Ministry of Education. And these workshops aim to raise awareness among faculty members about the benefits of utilizing OER in their teaching practices. And we are also now still in the stage of developing our MOOC course for OER. And we would like that to make that accessible to educators and learners globally, which will enable a wider audience to benefit from our research findings. So our course will cover various aspects of OER, including understanding licensing, creating OER materials, and integrating them effectively into teaching practices. So we hope that by offering the MOOC, we aim to foster a global community of educators interested in utilizing OER and contribute to the wider adoption of open educational practices.
And what is the significance of this study?
Well, for one thing is the publications. We were able to publish 2 papers so far, and we're still working on several more. It takes a little bit of time to do that. And we are contributing. One of the things that we are contributing is to the literature in Omani context, which we feel that this study contributes to the existing body of knowledge in the field of open educational resources, OER, and the scholarship of teaching and learning. And secondly, we feel that our study offers a framework that demonstrates how research can be effectively implemented to enhance teaching and learning practices. So by emphasizing the importance of engaging in SoTL, the study highlights the value of evidence-based research to inform teaching methods and to promote continuous improvement in education. And this framework provides educators and institutions with systematic approach to develop their teaching practices based on research findings and insights. And thirdly, our study also provides higher education decision makers with evidence and justification to recognize and prioritize professional development and research initiatives related to teaching and learning. And finally, one of the significant outcomes of the study is the focus on the implementation of open educational resources in higher education. By exploring the utilization, planning, and development of OER, the study provides practical guidance for educators and institutions to adopt OER. The implementation not only enhance accessibility and affordability of educational resources, but also promotes innovation and inclusive pedagogical approaches. So we hope that the study's insights can inform strategies for integrating OER effectively into curriculum design, promoting collaborative content creation, and leveraging emerging technologies to support OER implementation at the same time, doing research on our practice of implementing OER.
And one final question. Are there any future plans for this study?
Yes, we have several future plans in place to further advance the impact of this study and to also ensure the integration of scholarship of teaching and learning as a cultural practice in higher education institutions in Oman. And these plans include promoting or rather promotion and reward mechanisms for the practice of SoTL and open educational resources among faculty members. This is crucial to encourage higher education institutions to establish a reward mechanism that recognizes and acknowledges faculty engagement in SoTL and OER. So such a mechanism would provide tangible benefits and recognition for faculty members who actively contribute to the field of teaching and learning and demonstrate innovative approaches to integrating OER in their teaching practices. So we hope that this initiative will foster a culture of SoTL and OER adoption by creating a supportive environment for faculty members to engage in these practices. And our second plan is to establish communities of practice in SoTL and OER within higher education institutions in Oman. Community of practice will serve as professional development platforms where faculty members can collaborate, share experiences, exchange ideas, and collectively enhance their understanding and implementation of SoTL and OER. And also, we plan to evaluate the implementation process of SoTL and OER practices in Oman. We see that as a very crucial step for us to continuously improve what we are doing and to ensure the effectiveness of the initiatives that we have carried out. And of course, our future plan involves conducting assessments to monitor the progress and impact of SoTL and OER adoption in higher education institutions. By implementing this future plan, our study aims to establish SoTL as a fundamental aspect of higher education culture in Oman. So these initiatives will further promote the integration of evidence-based teaching practices and the utilization of open educational resources. This will contribute to the enhancements of teaching quality, student engagement, and overall educational excellence in Oman's higher education institutions. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Professor, for coming to the show. It was wonderful speaking with you today. And there you have it, listeners. That was Professor Raja, a professor at the Department of Instructional and Learning Technologies at the Sultan Qaboos University College of Education. Professor, once again, thank you so much for coming to the show.
Thank you.